This week's Sports Star Spotlight shines in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to meet a well-traveled but talented signal caller. When you're a coach's kid, you can learn a lot, but you can also move a lot. Such is the case for Garrett Nussmeier, who's seen quite a bit of North America as his family's moved wherever his father Doug's coaching career took them.
I was born in Lake Charles, Louisiana. From there, I moved to Ottawa, Canada, to Lansing, Michigan, to St. Louis, Missouri, to Fresno, California, to Seattle, Washington, to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to Ann Arbor, Michigan, to Gainesville, Florida, and then from Gainesville, Florida to Dallas, Texas.
Garrett has taken a lot of positives out of this experience. Right at the top of the list, competing. He routinely had to join a new football team and earn his spot as the starting quarterback.
It was really interesting, having to, pick up and move. The longest I've ever lived somewhere was 3 years. It built me into the person I am today, though, the quarterback I am today. I think I've probably won over 20 starting jobs, at different places. I've had to come into many different locker rooms and, earn my keep at every spot.
In the spring of Garrett's freshman year, his father joined the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff, and that's when Garrett landed at Mound Marcus High School.
He fit right in. I think it's part of his DNA now that he knows that he's going to have to move, and he fit right in, and his leadership was exuberant.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. Coach A and Coach Morrison have been a huge help for me, adapting to 6A play and kind of getting rid of some of my old habits. But, I've had a great supporting cast of my teammates, and, they've done a great job to make me look great. It's definitely the hardest football in the country, no question. When you get here, kids have been trained and kids have been learning their defenses since they were in 8th grade. They know the scheme so well that there's no free plays in Texas, and it especially challenges the quarterback to go through your read. And if you put on my film, there's not a single free play on there. There's a DB right there the entire time. I just think that's how the state is.
Garrett's dad has worked with a number of quarterbacks who went on to play professionally, including Michigan State's Drew Stanton, Washington's Jake Locker, and Alabama's A.J. McCarron. Being around those guys as a youngster helped Garrett learn what it takes to play at a high level.
I think the coolest thing that I ever got to experience was, being a 12-year-old kid standing on the field watching confetti fall after your dad just won a national championship at the University of Alabama. So, I've gotten to see these guys and watch how they interact in their college locker room, watch how they carry themselves on a day-to-day basis.
We have a quarterback creed and one of the bullets is you're going to receive far too much credit when things go good and far too much blame when things go bad. And he understands that, and he has the poise that you would want in a leader.
While leadership and mental capacity are his strengths, Garrett's physical attributes are pretty good too. The 6'2", 185-pounder is rated as a 4-star prospect, and he was selected as one of the Elite 11 quarterbacks over the summer.
He has a huge arm, but he's very accurate, and he can extend plays better than anyone that I've been around. And some quarterbacks are looking for a place to run. He's not only looking for a place to run, but he keeps his eyes downfield and is able to make some big-time completions.
I'm a pocket passer, but I can move a little bit. I think I can extend plays, very well.
As a young man who's already moved quite a bit, Garrett will soon be on the move again. But the next move will be his decision. He'll be returning to the state in which he was born as he's verbally committed to the LSU Tigers. He was fascinated to see what the #1 pick in the NFL draft was able to do in the Tigers offense.
I think a person I play very similar as, a lot of people have been comparing me to is Joe Burrow. And I'm not saying that, I'm not comparing myself to the #1 overall draft pick, obviously, but, we play very similar and come from similar backgrounds, both coaches' kids. They sold to me, that's basically, what they think that I can, get to. And, hopefully, that'd be crazy if I could play like him, but, first overall draft pick. But, that would be a dream come true. I think the biggest thing for me was it was just home for me. All my family's down there, 45 minutes, an hour away. A lot of people around there are in my corner, and, I really liked that. I also really liked, Louisiana. I feel like it's my home.
Garrett plans on being around the game for a long time, whether it's as a player or following the path of his father.
I want to obviously play as long as possible in the NFL, and that's obviously the main goal. But, I understand that everybody's career comes to an end at some point. So from there, I want to become a college coach or an NFL coach, kind of follow my dad's footsteps, I guess you could say.
No matter how many more stops Garrett has in his football career, you can bet he'll continue to show up, ready to compete. Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.